Hello, everyone. Happy weekend, and I hope you're doing well, and I hope you're good, health-wise and family-wise as well. So, we just ended the first week of the month, and we're about to begin the second week of the month, and we give thanks to the Lord for His blessings, safety, and all of that for the previous week that just ended, and we commit the new week into His hands. His blessings doubled. So, without further ado, let's head into the video and see what news events affected price for the new week and for the first week as well. So this is Monday, 4th to 8th of Friday. So Monday we had no news. Wednesday we had news on USD. So Tuesday we had news on USD 9 o'clock. Wednesday we had no news. Then Thursday was the main news event for pound and USD. So pound had the major news events for the week, for the first week of the month. That was April 7th. What time? 6 a.m. So for the new week, what are we expecting for the new week? So for the new week, the second week of August, that's Monday 11th to 15th of Friday. So for the new week, it's CPI week. So Tuesday will be a main day for news events for the dollar, as well as Thursday having USD PPI, and as well Friday we have Euro bank holiday on Friday and USD news as well. So be keeping my eye out for these news events that will be affecting price for the week. So these are the news events that will affect price for the week. Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday will be a day jam-packed with news events. So let's hop into the charts and see how these news events affected pound, dollar, gold, and Bitcoin. Let's hop into it. So this is the daily time frame for the dollar. Each candles in this chart represent a day worth of trading. So this is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So this is the new week of August. What did July do rather? So July takes out June highs. That's this run up here. So take out all these equal highs. Then we have a retracement down into this huge fair value gap. So we see the dollar retracing from Friday into Monday, having a small range on Monday. Tuesday tries to go up, takes out Monday's high. Let me zoom this in so you can see this well. So this is Monday, this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So there's a huge fair value gap right here. You can see how Tuesday just pokes his head into this huge fair value gap created by Monday's high and Thursday's high of the previous week. So Tuesday posts the high of the week, then we see Wednesday expanding lower, filling this huge fair value gap. Then I shrink the fair value gap into using this previous fair value gap here, overlapping with this huge one. So I was expecting price to dip down right there. Then we'll see Wednesday going lower, Thursday going lower. Then we have Friday trying to find support at this fair value gap on the daily time frame. So for the new week, what am I expecting? If this fair value gap will hold, there's a small fair value gap right here. So if dollar want to use this fair value gap as resistance to go lower, that will be okay, because I'm seeing equal lows right here for the previous week that just ended. So this fair value gap will be a main focal point for me. If this fair value gap does not hold, then I would like to see price reach into this huge fair value gap created in the previous week. So that's about that for the dollar. Let's head down into the hourly time frame and see what the dollar did in its individual days worth of trading. Yeah. So this is the dollar in the hourly time frame. So this is Monday. There's Monday. Okay, yeah, this is Monday. Monday was a bit consolidative, no expansion on Monday. Tuesday we trade higher, take out Monday's high, then we will trade lower. Wednesday, look at this fair value gap left in Tuesday's range. So Wednesday uses that fair value gap to go lower, trading into where that daily fair value gap that was being left open, that huge fair value gap that was left open. Then we see Wednesday dipping into it. We see Thursday dipping into that fair value gap. Then we'll see some kind of a retracement. There's a 4-hour fair value gap here. Then excuse me. So we see Friday just consolidating after Thursday has found support at this daily fair value gap. Then we just see Friday consolidate around inside this huge 1 hour fair value gap. So these are the lows I was telling you about in the daily time frame. So this will be the previous week low for the new week, and this will be the previous week high for the new week that will just about to begin. So if the dollar want to take out these equal lows for the new week, that will be good, or the dollar want to retrace higher before taking out these lows. So we'll see. Anyways, if this fair value gap is going to hold price, we'll see that as well. So that's about that for the dollar. Let's head down into another currency and see what price did with that. So this is Bitcoin. So Bitcoin was pretty bullish on the week. So this is Bitcoin, right? So the last week into August was a bit range bound for Bitcoin. You can see this consolidating for how many days? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 days of consolidation on Bitcoin, right? So I was expecting this small fair value gap, this fair value gap here to hold. We see price dip into the fair value gap but could not find resistance. They will just chop around. Then on Friday, we dip into it. So this is Monday, this is Tuesday, dipping into that fair value gap, creating the low of the week, taking out what Monday's low and Friday's low. Then we see we'll see Wednesday trade higher, and Thursday violating this fair value gap in the daily time frame. So as you can see what Friday did, Friday we traced lower into that fair value gap. Then look at the reaction of it. Boom. So if for the new week I want to see all these highs get taken out, all these failure swings, or you can see how many they are, right? So these are a lot of liquidity on Bitcoin. So all these highs resting above here, I want to see them get taken out in the new week. If the dollar wants to give me a sign of going bearish, taking out those equal lows I told you about, so I want to see Bitcoin have the strength to go higher and take out these highs. So that's about that for Bitcoin. Let's head on into the hourly time frame and see what Bitcoin did for the week. So as you can see, this is Bitcoin for the week. How price uses this daily fair value gap as support to go higher on Tuesday creating the low of the week. Then we'll see Wednesday having a continuation after Tuesday putting what the low of the week. Then we see Thursday continuing the move from Wednesday, right? Taking out both Monday's high and Wednesday's high and rebalancing this this daily fair value gap. Then we'll see Friday consolidate around and close the week. So pretty bullish week for Bitcoin. So these highs are what I'm talking about, all of these highs. So I want to see them get taken out for the new week. So that's about that for Bitcoin. I want to make this video a pretty short one. So let's head down into our next currency and see what happened for the first week of August. So this is pound USD. So pound USD was really bullish due to it's the only currency that had the main news event for the week, which was on Thursday, and you can see how the news event affected pound. Thursday was really bullish for pound. There's this huge daily fair value gap right here that I'm watching. So as you can see, price violates this fair value gap. So this one here, if price is going to use that support to go higher, take out these highs, then we'll see if price want to use this huge fair value gap here to go lower, then there's another fair value gap here and another one here as well. So those aren't annotated on my chart. So I want to see this fair value gap if we will hold price to go higher or lower. So this is pound USD. Pound USD was really bullish for the week. This is Monday, this is Tuesday, Wednesday. This fair value gap was used as support to go higher on Wednesday. Then Thursday we trade higher, taking out this fair value gap with the news driver supporting the move. Then Friday we just close out the week. So let's head down into the hourly time frame and see what pound USD did in its individual days of trading. So this is pound USD for the first week of the month. So this is Monday. Monday was pretty consolidative. Then Tuesday takes out Monday's low. So this is the low of the week being set on Tuesday. Then you see Wednesday continuation higher into this high right here. Then we see this high being used as what? As a breaker right here to go higher on Thursday, trading into that daily fair value gap we talked about, down even trading into the previous week high. That's this high right here. So pound was really bullish, traded all the way to previous week high. So if dollar want to go higher, I want to see pound go lower. If the dollar want to go lower, I want to see the pound go higher. So that's about that for pound. Let's head down back into the daily time frame and see what euro. Okay, gold. Okay, this is gold. Gold was pretty kind of consolidative on the week. I don't know why. So I was expecting this fair value gap to be traded into, but as you all know, you have an expectation in the market, but you have to be observant of on what the market is actually doing. So this is Monday, this is Tuesday. I was expecting this fair value gap to hold since we had Wednesday giving off this bearish close with all these lows. Although the dollar, I think the dollar was kind of bearish on Thursday, which made gold to be bullish on Thursday. Then we'll have Friday trading back into that fair value gap, then trading away from it. So my focal point now will be July highs and June highs. These highs as well, this one and this other one. So this is the high for the previous month and this is the high for the previous 2 months. That's July and June. So if gold will be really bullish and use this fair value gap to go higher, we'll see, or trade lower into this huge fair value gap before we go higher. So let's see how gold expanded for the week in the hourly time frame. So this is gold. So this is the daily fair value gap I was expecting gold to reach before we get the buy move for the week, but gold didn't go down to that fair value gap, and we started the buy pretty early on the week. So let me adjust this a bit. So this is Monday. Monday traded higher. What was Monday reaching for? Okay, Monday took out this high inside that daily fair value gap. Then we'll see a retracement lower. Then Tuesday we see retracement lower from that daily fair value gap, taking out what? Monday's low. Then we'll see expansion higher, taking out Monday's high. Tuesday we trace lower into this huge 1 hour fair value gap. Then we found support on Wednesday, trade higher. Look at that daily fair value gap, resisting price. So we see a consolidation, and what do we see here? Support to go higher, then here support again to go higher, taking out this high, and inside the 4 hour, there's a 4 hour fair value gap that price was trading into. Then you see consolidation on Friday. Okay, we cap the week. So this is the weekly high being set on Thursday and the weekly low being set on Tuesday. So I want to see how price will treat both these main liquidity points for the next week for CPI, previous week high and previous week low. I'm going to run the previous week high first for the new week. Then I want to see a dive down into this fair value gap and take out previous week low. If we're going to dive down first and use this fair value gap as support to go higher, then we'll reach for the previous week high. That will be also good as well. So these are just scenarios I'll be expecting price to play each of any one of them for the new week gold. So that's it on gold. Be looking for higher prices on gold, a drop down to go higher or a continuation. So see, so let's head on to our last pair of the day. That's euro. As you can see, let me see what the dollar did on Thursday, because it's here. When I was telling you about, dollar was kind of bearish on Thursday since we had not traded to the midpoint of that daily fair value gap on Wednesday. Then we see Thursday traded into that midpoint of this fair value gap. Then we see Friday trading up So for Euro USD, so this is Euro USD. Euro USD was pretty bullish, as we see Tuesday posting the low of the week, taking out Monday's low inside this huge daily fair value gap. But I was watching this one, so this one was used as support to go higher on Wednesday. Look at this huge fair value gap. Look at the midpoint of it. Let me change this line so you can see this properly. Wi-Fi bugging. So this fair value gap, this huge daily fair value gap, I was watching its midpoint of it as a draw on price on Wednesday. As you can see how Wednesday traded higher into its midpoint. Then we see Thursday trades higher, but the upper half of the fair value gap was being used, and this old daily high that was taken out was used as resistance. Look at the high. This high right here that EU ran out into this daily fair value gap. So this high was being used as resistance on Thursday for price. So that's about that on Euro. So for the new week, as you can see on Euro, there's a small fair value gap right here. So I want to see if the Euro will dip into this fair value gap to go higher, or we use this fair value gap to go lower, then rebalancing into this huge daily fair value gap. So that's about that for the Euro and what I'm expecting for the new week. So without further ado, let's hop into the hourly time frame and see how Euro expanded for the week. So Wednesday was really a great day to be trading Euro because the dollar was really bearish on Wednesday, and we see that here as Euro being bullish on Wednesday. So if the dollar is dropping, you want to see the Euro going higher. If the dollar is going higher, you want to see the Euro going lower. So this is Monday for Euro. This Tuesday for Euro. Tuesday posed the low of the week after taking out Monday's lows. So I was expecting Euro to kind of dip down a little into this huge fair value gap before we start up the buy. But as you can see, we expanded higher and used the upper half of that daily fair value gap, turn into support to go higher on Wednesday. Then Thursday, we found resistance at that old daily high that was taken out. Look at the bodies of the candle. So we traded lower. Then Friday, we just consolidated and ended the week. So for the new week, for to go higher, I want to see price come lower then before we go higher. So if I to go lower, I want to see price go higher before we go lower. So that's about that for Euro, and that's about that for all the currencies we've talked about. So thank you for your time if you're able to stay to the end. So this is just a weekly review on what price did and what I'll be expecting for the new week. So happy trading and have a great week. Like, share and subscribe, and comment what you want me to talk about in the comment section. God bless all of you for your time. Thank you.